me go in a little. That's good right there. Okay. We'll walk it down. Yep, there we go. You know the drill? Yes. And we're good to go. Perfect right there. Thank you. And we are 4:28, 2 minutes out. No, I'll do both. I'll do both. Just so I go into the habit.
Thank you.
Put it back on there. Second, put it there. That was weird.
And then it jumped out of.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Told you about time. What time is it?
4:28, 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Everything's up and
Yeah. Put this one here. The mic is hot. Very good. Thank you. Yeah, push this over. No, it's not with it. Great. Thank you. Gosh, you. You right. Okay. Yeah, that's it. She's good to go. What time is it, guys?
4:29.
4:29. Well, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us here today. For this afternoon's update, I'm really pleased to be joined by Jonathan Gluss, who's the Executive Director of the City of San Diego's Arts and Culture Commission, as well as Matt Carney, who was co-chair of the San Diego Regional Arts and Culture Coalition, and Leanne Kim, who is the founder of the Pacific Arts Movement. April is a critical month, and we need to continue to stay the course. Thank you to all San Diegans who are doing your part, saving lives and flattening the curve. The results continue to be extremely positive. We're going to keep it up. Today I'd like to cover a few updates. First, an exciting announcement that we're doing to launch a new arts program. Second, I'm going to give a brief update on Operation Shelter to Home that's taking place at the San Diego Convention Center. Third, update on public safety. I also talk about the San Diego Pride and the unfortunate cancellation today. And lastly, I'll be highlighting the work that San Diegans are doing to step up during this tremendous time of need. First up, yesterday I talked about our city really being a family, and San Diegans helping other San Diegans to get through what we're all going through. And that's what today is all about with this really exciting announcement. As we talked about yesterday, to make some of the very difficult decisions that we're making in terms of our budget next year, we had to reduce our arts and grants by 50%. But make no mistake, arts, culture are incredibly important and in the fabric of really who we are in this great city of ours. Many of us, of course, everybody's home watching, whether it's movies, television, reading books, listening to music, watching performances being streamed online, staying connected. That's helping us. That's helping us emotionally, mentally, to get through this crisis. So we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to help San Diego arts, to help San Diego artists also get through this crisis. Because the city can't obviously do it alone. It's where the generosity of our private donors and private philanthropy really helps. And so we're joining together. We're really proud to announce today we're launching the San Diego Arts and Culture Challenge. This is going to be a really unique public and private partnership. We're going to have the city participating through our city's Arts and Culture Commission. We're going to have the Regional Arts and Culture Coalition and private donors that are friends at the San Diego Foundation who are really helping to step up. We have really three goals. The first is grants to help artists and nonprofits really help them sustain during this very difficult time. Any San Diegan can donate, and I'm encouraging it. We have an ambitious goal to get to $2 million. We're starting off with $250,000 from the San Diego Foundation and the Claire Rose Foundation to really initiate this campaign. And I want to thank also the San Diego-based online fundraising company Classy for hosting the giving page. San Diegans who want to donate, who know how important arts and culture are, who know how important it is that when we get on the other side of this that we have a thriving arts and culture scene, can donate. Go to sandiegoracc.org/challenge. The second part of this announcement is the City's Commission on Arts and Culture is going to help do its part by expediting a program that it already had to help purchase local arts through local artists. They really help keep them engaged and sustained. This art will be added to the city's civic art collection, which is displayed in so many places all around the city of San Diego. And this effort is being made for by part of a $500,000 private donation through the San Diego Foundation. So being able to expedite this, to help our local artists, to showcase this artwork, it's going to be exciting. And finally, as part of this effort, we're going to expand our public art investment. Again, as I said, through working with local artists, whether it's parks, plazas, boulevards, all of that, to really help with a program that the arts and culture and the city have had for a little bit of time, but to expedite that through developer fees and the public art program to really expedite this artwork. In total, $1.25 million to launch this effort, and the opportunity is to really have it grow by more. Again, utilizing private donation, utilizing the works from our Arts and Culture Foundation, and giving San Diegans the chance to help. So many of these phenomenal organizations who have provided so much to all of us for all of these years, now's the time that they need that extra help and they need that extra support. So I want to thank Jonathan, everybody at the Arts and Culture Commission, all of our commissioners. I want to thank the San Diego Foundation, the Claire Rose Foundation, the Regional Arts and Culture Coalition, and a big thank you to the Arts and Culture Steering Committee, who really has worked very tirelessly to put this together. This is our arts community coming together in a very difficult time, but knowing that through the generosity of San Diegans, our corporations, our philanthropy community, now's the time that we can really actually take this to the next level. And so with that, I'd like to introduce Matt Carney, who is co-chair of the San Diego Regional Arts and Culture Coalition. Matt, thank you for being here.
Thank you. On behalf of the San Diego Regional Arts and Culture Coalition and our Challenge Steering Committee of Regional Arts Leaders, thank you, Mayor, and the City of San Diego for working together with us on this Arts and Culture Challenge. Our goal is to keep San Diego creatives working. As a leader of a mid-sized arts organization, I know firsthand about making difficult decisions to reduce or furlough creative staff. 12 years ago, I moved to San Diego to be part of an established and growing arts sector, and I know what it takes to make a living here as an artist. Sometimes that means working 2 or 3 jobs, and now in an environment where service and hospitality jobs are also shut down, we need to make an effort to help our local artists and to keep them in San Diego. This response to the crisis is to support people across the county. This challenge is about jobs, the creative workforce, the people that make the art, that make the vibrant culture and vibrant city we know as San Diego. To the actors, dancers, musicians, curators, stagehands, artists, and arts educators, our heart goes out to you. This challenge is for you. The creative sector will rebound, but the challenge is needed now to help bridge the gap until artists and arts organizations can fill galleries, theaters, and concert halls and inspire, entertain, and educate us once again. When we are ready to reconvene as a community, it will be the arts that bring us back together. Until then, our call to action is to ask every citizen to step up to the San Diego Arts and Culture Challenge and join area philanthropists, foundations, and the City of San Diego to keep San Diego creatives working. To contribute or learn more, visit sandiegoracc.org or visit San Diego Regional Arts and Culture Coalition on Instagram or Facebook. Thank you.
Very well said, Matt. Thank you so much. Next up is Leanne Kim, who, as I mentioned earlier, is the founder of the Pacific Arts Movement. Leanne?
Thank you, Mayor, for this wonderful opportunity. As a founder of a nonprofit, I know firsthand, even in the best of times, how we operate on thin margins and we rely on earned revenue to keep our doors open and create meaningful work. So as you can imagine, our creative workforce right now is in dire financial straits. There are 36,000 people who are employed in this sector, and at least 1/3 of them have been laid off or furloughed. And according to the National Endowment for the Arts, almost 100% of artists across the country have lost work. And yet during these uncertain times of crisis and isolation, the role of the arts is more central to our lives and our well-being than ever before. Our region's diverse creative sector inspires, educates, and reminds us of our interconnectedness, of our shared humanity. It serves both visitors and San Diegans in all communities. By supporting, nurturing, and motivating each other through collaborative partnerships, we make arts and culture more accessible. We also contribute more than $1 billion to this economy. And we make San Diego stronger and a more vibrant place to live. And this is the exact reason why there is such an urgent need to throw a lifeline to this sector, especially to those smaller nonprofit organizations whose artists are serving the most marginalized people here in San Diego, which have been disproportionately impacted during this crisis. Music, film, theater, art, photography, it's all on the line right now. And so for you at home, if you care about the arts or if you or your family has been touched by the impact of the arts, we urge you to please rise to this challenge to help us keep this creative sector alive, because it is the heart and soul of our region. Thank you.
Thank you, Leanne. You can see, of course, the passion from our arts community and how incredibly important it is to who we are as a city and who we are as San Diegans. I'm confident in the generosity of San Diegans to help these artists, to help, whether it's our symphony, our ballet, our playhouse, so many that are Gold Globe, just to name a few. Thank you for your efforts right now. We need you more than ever. And so this is something that I'm proud to work with our arts community to hit that goal. I know we're going to hit it, and we can go right on past it. The second topic I want to talk about today is an update on our Operation Shelter to Home. As you know, the operation that we're doing at the convention center is really done with two goals. One, to protect the health of as many people as possible, and then to house as many people as possible coming out of the convention center. Today at the center, we began free and voluntary COVID-19 testing at the convention center for all homeless individuals, staff, and their volunteers. Again, provided by a very generous donation from the Lucky Duck Foundation, who I want to thank, and a partnership with our family health centers that is conducting the tests. This is really a preemptive move to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. And I think two important things that it's important for everyone to understand. First, of course, health is monitored at the convention center every single day. Anyone who has any symptoms is removed, and no positive tests have been reported out of the convention center thus far. But this next phase is really about finding those who may have it and exhibit no symptoms. And just like in the general population, of course, there is a very good possibility that we have people that are asymptomatic, people that will test positive. We should expect that. And second, if somebody gets a positive test, it means that the system is working, because the system that has been set up with our public health nurses in conjunction with the county, it's designed that we have the opportunity to remove somebody, to get them into a safe, clean environment in one of our hotel rooms, to catch the issue quicker and to contain it faster. And again, the system that has been set up is designed for immediate action for anyone who tests positive, to get that isolation and to get that treatment right away. Testing, of course, asymptomatic people is not required, but we felt it was important to go above and beyond for this especially vulnerable population at the convention center. And on a daily basis, of course, all of the precautions continue. Daily screening, temperature checks for any illness is happening for everyone there on a daily basis. Washing, sanitizing hands upon re-entry to the facility is mandatory. Wearing face coverings. And of course, the work that all the team and the health professionals are doing to evaluate and isolate any symptoms of illness, because we don't want that transferred to anybody. A couple of updates on the numbers. We have 847 folks at the convention center as of this morning. And there's been more than 120 unsheltered individuals since last Friday. And 40 were brought in from just today's coordinated outreach effort. 40 individuals. That's what this effort has been all about, to bring somebody from the outside into the inside, a safe environment with all the help, support, food, sanitary conditions, and testing, because we have one goal, to make sure that we're keeping all parts of our city safe, including those that are most vulnerable in the homeless population. Our goal, as you know, has been able to get up to 1,500 individuals into the convention center. Actions of today's outreach, I think, help us to achieve that goal and to keep on getting the word out there that there is a safe place for you. Topic number 3, public safety update. As we do regular updates, I spoke to Chief Dislight this morning. We talk about daily staffing and all things public safety. Today I am announcing that 2 additional police officers with the police department have tested positive for COVID-19. I had the opportunity to speak with both officers earlier this morning and wishing them both a speedy recovery. I can't really stress the appreciation that I have, that all of us have. I think to thank our men and women who are out there keeping us safe, all of our public safety, police department, fire rescue, all of our lifeguards. Today's positive tests serve as yet another reminder that we must continue our current posture as a city to help keep them safe as we continue to flatten this curve. Staying at home is saving lives. It is working. We need to keep it up. Topic number 4, San Diego Pride. As I think many of you know, today Pride announced a very difficult decision to cancel this year's festival. It wasn't made lightly, but it was done in the interests with a health for everyone involved, and I support that. I will tell you, though, the Pride's mission, bringing our community together, it's more important than ever while we are physically apart right now. But all of the tremendous work of Pride and our LGBT Center that are continuing to provide programs and resources is something that I want to just give just a shout out to say thank you, because we need you now more than ever. Supporting our LGBT business owners, the virtual support groups that are happening now for those struggling, particularly with social isolation, or maybe don't have that strong support network. The Imperial Court of San Diego, I talked about a couple of days ago on the comic books for kids that they're doing and organizing face masks for those in need. Mama's Kitchen, of course, doing phenomenal work providing meals to seniors and those in a high-risk population. So I want to thank everybody involved with Pride, all of the organizations in our LGBT community. And you're doing fantastic work, and you continue to show the best of our city. Just had the opportunity this morning, we're talking about Dr. Omar Saeed and Dr. Charles Volk, who are ICU doctors aboard the USNS USNS Mercy, that are off the coast of LA right now. Great example of our LGBT community helping out in all factors, in all process. So I want to thank again everybody with Pride. It's one of our biggest festivals that we have, one of our biggest gatherings as a city and as a county that we have every year. We're going to get through this. And by coming together, supporting one another, rising to the challenge, this year's theme, Together We Will Rise, We will get through this. And when Pride comes back, it's going to be even bigger and stronger than ever. Thank you to everybody. Big shout out to everybody with Pride. And finally, in our continued efforts to highlight San Diegans who are stepping up in this great time of need, I'm going to highlight a local family-owned restaurant, Puesto. Puesto has donated 10,000 what they're calling Puesto care packages, which include rice, beans, fresh fruit, and vegetables. And so far, they've donated these packages to seniors, out-of-work hospitality workers, hospital staff. But tonight, they're doing something a little bit different. They're hosting a dinner on Zoom for hundreds of hospitality workers. They're going to have their culinary director, Eric Arno, who's going to be doing it, the beverage and spirits director. Beau Dubois is going to be doing it, and they're going to be really highlighting how they make the famous Puesto chicken tacos, the melted cheese, and a cocktail quarantini, I'm told. But so thank you for helping out all of our work hospitality folks. Thank you for stepping up. Thank you for making those care packages. You know, to gather that and to have some fun tonight, I think it's going to really help a lot of people in solidarity with all of our hospitality workers, our bartenders, our servers, everybody who makes our industry so important to our city. Thank you for stepping up and helping them tonight and hopefully having just a little bit of fun while you're doing it. We will get through this. We will get through this together as one city working together. And with that, I will pause to answer any questions from members of the media.
Mr. Mayor, one question from KUSI. It seems from our observation that there are homeless now on the streets that are the most hardcore, toughest to reach and to get housed. What are you doing to get them housed, screened, medicated, and treated?
I appreciate that question and agree that how important the outreach is, particularly for some of those that are hardest to reach. Example I gave earlier today of the outreach teams, again with public health nurses, brought in 40 individuals. And so getting the word out there, particularly as some of that support mechanism from other places have been shut down now, is incredibly important. And it's why the services that have been set up at the convention center are also incredibly important with our public health nurses and the work that we're doing with the county that we talked about just last week with the behavioral health dollars on the $25 million, that joint effort between the city and the county. Because getting a place and services, particularly those that are experiencing mental health issues, substance abuse issues, that are oftentimes some of the most difficult to reach on our streets, that effort is one of our biggest priorities right now. So to help that at the convention center and to help build that capacity is what I think is going to make a real difference. Any other questions for today? If not, I thank you everybody. Thank you to all of our arts leaders again for your help and support, and I look forward to tomorrow's briefing. Thank you.